And now we're recording. Excellent. Okay, we're all good. All right, welcome. After all the technical difficulties and the housekeeping that, just as we're going to be going through, I even plan to have music this time too. And hopefully that's going to work out really well. And it's very, it's been very, yeah, we'll see. Technical difficulties might be a little bit. So one thing at a time, we'll get this thing totally sorted as we go. So this activation that we're going to be doing today is in alignment with the solar eclipse. And originally I was going to work through, they kept telling me it had to do with activating the stargates of your body, which is your pituitary gland, your heart chakra, and can be sometimes between the womb space or between the perineum, depending on which activation we're doing. Now, because we're also being overlit by Venus right now, because she's in her retrograde phase, but she's also just finished her 8-year transit, what's happening is that she's overseeing the energy of love, but also the awakening and the reclamation of the goddess and the return of the Holy Christ Sophia, which is the feminine Christ. So a lot of you are getting all awakened energy. And this specific activation today, this is why we chose 5:55. And I'm so grateful because I see some of you are in bed. I know that means you're in Europe and it's the middle of the night. So we're so grateful that you're here. And some of you are in Australia who are waking up tomorrow morning. And it's just incredible to be able to connect with you and just how technology works. And there's quite a few of you who are joining in the replay, which we are so welcomed that you will be. And what we're going to do is we're also going to call in your soul so that you can receive, and we'll suspend your activation in the ethers or in the astral plane so that when you're ready, you can call it down and allow the energy to come through to you when you're listening to the replay. So what we're going to do today is we're going to, I still don't know how to tell you because it's just so amazing. We're going to be working on the cosmic rays and bringing down all the cosmic rays to help to move the energy frequencies forward, because some of the planetary alignments that we're experiencing right now are alignments we haven't seen in hundreds of years. So everything that is happening right now is so destined, and you all came here at this time right now to be here for this, what we're calling the Great Awakening. And energetically, this specific eclipse is on the Galactic Center. So it's the eclipse of Sagittarius, which represents expansion, mind, waking up, evolution, but also the pituitary and the pineal gland. So we're going to be focusing majorly on this area. And one of the main focuses to, or one of the first initiations to receive also when you're working through the left brain, which is the feminine Christ, because we're going to be doing both. We're doing the masculine and the feminine side, is the activation of the pituitary and the pineal gland. So in order to have the vision of what you want to hold for the new earth, for the new earth, the awakening, but also for everything that's coming forward where we're holding this space, energetically, everything is lining itself up. We have to have clear vision. And we've been in a space where things have been so distorted and so much illusion. And Sagittarius is about ripping off the illusion, ripping off the distortion, but expansion, elevating, moving into greater horizons, greater vistas, and being able to absolutely transform yourself. So what's happening today is as we clear, and we're going to work through your body. So as we call through the cosmic rays, what it's going to do is it's going to work through the vibrational frequency of your aura, body, and hologram, but your physical body temple. We need to make sure that you're able to anchor into your body, because the first part of 2020 was about sacred embodiment, you coming into your physical body and anchoring your spiritual self. The next part is bringing it online and making sure that you're in an aware space. So we're going to be doing a holographic soul travel to Egypt. and we're going to be taking you to the Temple of Abydos. Even just saying it, I'm getting chills. And Abydos is one of the temples of light on the Nile that is actually the temple for Osiris, who was the husband of Isis. And I'm not sure how much you know about the lore or the story about Osiris, but he was killed by Set. And what happened was his body was broken up and torn into 14 pieces. Actually, sorry, 13 pieces. And the 14th piece, so where each, I'll get to the 14th piece in a minute, but each of the 13 pieces, Isis went back to find him. She built a temple at each part where she found a body part to honor him and to honor your evolution and reconnection back to what the Egyptians call the Sahu, which is your most enlightened, awakened, and brilliant sparkling self, which is your higher self. So the Egyptians called it the Sahu. So at the Temple of Abydos is where she found his head. So it's a bit of a morbid story. Some of these, like the cosmology, can get a little wild sometimes with their wars. So what we'll be doing is we're going to be activating your pituitary and your pineal gland. We'll be soul traveling holographically. And there's a few of you who have joined me on New Year's Eve because we usually holographically travel to the Sphinx. So you're going to experience a whole new dimension because we're going to a new temple. And we're going to first, before we go there, we're going to burn off any old vibes, any of the old emotional wounds, resolve any of the lethargy, any hopelessness, any pain, any of the grief that we've been experiencing on this planet, everything that has been coming forward in these last few days. And we're going to also, the first initiation is, I'm not sure if you can see this. This is the flower of life. I'm using it to charge my water on. But what I'm going to do is oh, here it is. Maybe you'll be able to see it better. So here's the flower of life. So we're going to be infusing the flower of life into your pituitary and pineal gland. Now, the other thing that we're going to be doing, I loved your reactions when I said that we're going to Egypt. You don't need a passport today. So you also need a flashlight for this. So I was like, how are we going to do this? So you guys are going to love this. I'm going to use the flashlight on my phone camera, and I'm going to flash it in so that at the point when you're getting the activation, that's when you're going to be receiving. I know I was getting the intention. It'll be the intention, but it will be when you receive the initiation of the flower of life. And as you receive it, after that, as we travel into the Temple of Abydos, the next activation after that, and I'll go into a little bit about the flower of life. Some of you may or may not know it. It is the seed of creation, but it's also a stargate. And have any of you been to Egypt in this life? I know past life, I probably met a few of you over there. So in the Temple of Abydos, they actually have a flower of life flash burned right on the side of the temple. And for those of you who are going to be joining me in the Sophia Magdalene Rose Queen, the 13-month spiral for the Rose Priestesses, we're going to have a pilgrimage to Egypt next year. So depending on, you know, how they allow it to go. So, but that's going to be sort of like the graduation. So it's going to be amazing. So what this will do is this will activate your third eye and your pituitary and your pineal gland. And what it'll do is it'll align you with the Galactic Center, but it'll also flow through into the grand central sun. So this activation we're experiencing right now is so powerful because I'm not sure if you guys know this as well too, you ladies, I'm sorry, not guys, is the precision of the equinox. If you've heard of that, some of you? Not really? So that is, it takes about 26,000 years to go through the entire precision But what's happening now is that was on the dark side of the universe, not dark like, ooh, bad, whatever, you know, but on the part where we went into the most separated aspect of ourselves. So as we travel to Abydos, we connect and release part of our most separated aspect. Now, some of you have done the death rites, so this will only enhance that experience, but don't worry if you didn't do the death rites. We'll still be able to clear that. And what'll happen is as we work through the cosmic ray meditation, we're gonna go right into the 13 cosmic rays, not the 7. And so we're gonna take it also into the galactic level. So we're really shifting energy. And what we're gonna ask you to do is afterwards when we're done is to download, but I can also send you an outline of the flower of life, but to download it and to use it to trace it over the weekend or afterwards, after you listen to this or after you do it again in the replay, to listen to it. And what it'll do is as you draw on it, it'll activate your pituitary and your pineal gland, and it'll help you to access different or greater aspects of your brain, but also open you up to the mind of light and the mind of God. So some of you will find that you may also be even more attracted to crystal skulls after this. How many of you already have skulls? A few of you. That's amazing. So the crystal skulls represent, the crystal skull represents the mind of light, the mind of God. So in order to really anchor the new earth, we need to have the clarity, the clear vision. So some of you may have already experienced, I know I did, the last 2 days, I thought my head was gonna blow up. I mean, this part of your third eye, your pituitary, has been really receiving a lot of light, a lot of downloads, templates, energy frequencies. So this initiation will support also your physical body so that it can accelerate to the speed of what your body is also vibrating at. So we have to make sure that your root chakra is also anchored, because if it isn't, or your root chakra hasn't been cleared, then you can't anchor the higher form of light. And the root chakra is what they call also to the lighthouse. And when that's stable and strong, so is the rest of the chakra vibrations, or excuse me, the colors of the chakras. So as we anchor that and you become more aligned with the earth, and this is why some of the star seeds have been having a hard time with being present on the planet, is because their root chakra isn't as activated. They're all activated here in the higher parts of their body and of their chakras. I had the same problem too. I had it for a long time. It was like I couldn't even speak. I couldn't even connect with people because I just wasn't on the chakra level. Now, I myself was also born on a new moon solar eclipse, which is crazy. So it's a massive activation, and it also gives X-ray vision. So being a kid, I had no clue what was going on. So this has been a very incredible experience, and also learning more and being able to translate it so that it can give you the activation and help you with your life, with your clients, with your expansion, with your growth, and with your transformation. So this will be the first initiation, and there's going to be a second, and probably I'm thinking the second will be the solstice, but who knows what they're going to tell you, because you know they changed this 10 minutes ago. So the second one will be the raising of the Djed, and the Djed is your spinal column, the 33 parts of your spinal column. And what's interesting is each one of your vertebrae aligns with a different dimension. You have 33 vertebrae, so 33 dimensions. And what's interesting is as we align, I see there's a chat going here, so I'm not sure if you guys are, the precisions are now, no, it's a moving up. The precision is the energy of it moving. It doesn't stay stationary. So, but it's like the equator. And we also have aligning with the Milky Way. That was the last thing I wanted to make sure I mentioned, because the Milky Way is also, this is a female constellation. So the Milky Way in the center where it has the black hole is the womb. So we're going to be bringing forth the energy and aligning you with the Galactic Center, the womb space, and also the and your third eye. So this is going to be a hell of an activation, and you get to go to Egypt as well on top of it. So all right. So as we get you aligned, we're going to have to also work through setting the intention with the flower of life so that you can receive that initiation and that energy. You have 14 crystal skulls. Wow. Okay. Precision, not procession, precision. So, okay. So grab your drink. Actually, let's do some sage. And just take a moment, actually, and as you take a deep clearing breath, let's also connect with our computer so that it can really hold the space. The energy is shifting outside. I just noticed the weather just totally changed. And visualize yourself completely engulfed in violet flame. And bring your focus and awareness to your pituitary and your pineal glands. And see it literally light up like a fireball into a violet flame. And then feel the violet flame as it flows into every quadrant of your brain, burning and transmuting to the light. What is no longer serving you? Any of the mental spots, pieces, helping you to heal. Connect. And as you take another deep clearing breath, feel the violet flame as it flows down into your beautiful homoluminescent body. And now visualize your computer in front of you and see the computer itself completely engulfed in the violet flame. And we call forth Saint Germain to help to connect us so that it releases any interference from the internet, helping you to connect with yourself and your soul. And then visualize just like a concave type of satellite on top of the computer. And feel it as it's beaming out so that you can receive this transmission. And taking a deep clearing breath. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling. Bring yourself into a comfortable position. Lying down is one of the best ways. This is quite an intense activation that you're going to be experiencing. Take a deep clearing breath once again, and bring your focus and awareness to your womb space, your cauldron of creation. And visualize a tube of light, the width of your body, going into the crystalline core heart center of the Earth Mother. You should feel your lower chakras completely releasing from your sacrum. And we're going to ask for the Earth Kundalini, the enlightened energy of Gaia, the earth plane, to begin to flow upwards. Bringing with it all the radiance, the energy, the upliftment. Beginning to flow through the soles of your feet and the base of your spine, flowing upwards into your womb space. And at the same time, we ask from Alcon, the Grand Central Sun, to send down the beautiful golden, brilliant illuminations of the cosmic Kundalini. Feel it as it pours down through your crown chakra. And as the Earth Kundalini flows upwards to your heart center, and the cosmic Kundalini flows down from the heavens above, feel it flowing down into and meeting within your heart center, within the Holy of Holies. And feel it as it mixes and merges together and begins to flow over your reproductive system and down into your perineum. Deep breath in, focus on your perineum, and feel as the combined energy burns through, clearing and elevating the perineum. This is also where it accesses your pain body. In the name of the I am that I am, we call forth the crystalline pillars of light from the cities of light, from where the ascended masters dwell, to anchor and surround both sacred spaces as a diamond star temple of light, where only that which is divine may enter. That which is not divine, which is illusion, must leave now. We also invoke the Palladian, Syrian, Andromedan, Arcturian, emissaries of light, asking for the sacred geometries of the pyramids of Giza, the new pyramids of creation, to be anchored in and around and through this sacred space. For those joining us in the replay, in that divine timing. We also ask for the ascension seats of the Great White Lodge on Osiris, the Golden Dome of Melchizedek, the ascension seats of Shambhala, and bringing that glass of water into your hands. Hold it within your hands. As we ask for this water to also receive the blessings, the activations of the transmissions that you will be receiving today, infusing every cell of this water for the highest benefit, the highest purpose, in all directions of time, space, parallel universes, infusing it with all the energies of love. And then place it on your sacred space so that it may begin to infuse and receive from this transmission. We call forth the higher self, the Christed embodied self, ascended master self, the goddess essence of every divine soul that is present here with us today, and all those joining us in the replay. We ask for them to stay suspended in the ascension realms until they are ready to be invoked. And continue to feel as the cosmic and earth kundalini flow upwards through your spinal column, elongating, healing, making it more flexible. Helping you to breathe deeper, because as you breathe deeper, your breath is connected to your power. And feeling it flowing upwards to your throat chakra. Where it splits into 3 different directions. Flowing down, burning, releasing down through your hands and out each individual fingertip. Flowing into your beautiful aura, body, and hologram. Connecting and aligning you. And feel it like a water fountain flowing upwards, washing over you, coming out through your crown chakra, clearing and healing you. Clearing your beautiful aura, body, and hologram. And we call forth at this time your higher self, your most brilliant, most awakened self, to come down from the heavens above, to commune with you, to align with you, help to give you greater vision. And see as the most brilliant part of you follows, comes down, and stands before you, looking at you eye to eye, soul to soul, divine to divine. And feel yourself just blending together, merging and aligning. Do you feel your higher self step behind you and step into you, aligning and connecting you? And we call forth the Palladians at this time to place a multidimensional healing and integration chamber of light. Feel as your physical, emotional bodies, your sexual, and your mental body all align into your physical body structure. You may start to feel a heat flowing through you, burning through the different layers in between all of your beautiful homoluminescent bodies. Some of you may feel just a tad bit paralyzed. It just means you're receiving a very deep healing. The Palladians like to oversee the clearing and the healing of your physical bodies so that your soul can descend, the preparation of your body. And as you feel yourself lying in this multidimensional healing integration chamber of light, you see 3 priestesses come forward. And they take your hand, and you find yourself outside, walking into a lush forest. And as you continue to walk into this forest, you hear the roaring of a waterfall coming upon you. And as you find this waterfall, they usher you behind it to walk behind the waterfall. And you find this beautiful opening to a cave. And as you continue to walk in, and it becomes darker and darker, you start to see the crystals in the cave illuminating. and sending down their beautiful crystalline energy, the new frequencies of the earth. Really aligning you with the hologram of the earth. And as you travel down, you see a beautiful white alabaster table. And they usher you to lie onto this table and position a crystal from the cave top over each of your chakras, each of your 10 chakras. And from this crystal, they look like double terminated lasers, like a laser. You feel this beautiful crystalline liquid energy flowing out and into each of your chakras. Your Earth Star chakra, your Soul Star chakra, your Stellar Star Gateway chakra, and to the 7 in your physical body. Deep breath in as you feel yourself receiving this activation, receiving this crystalline, beautiful energy. Allow yourself this moment of peace, of clarity, releasing and dissolving any of the pain, the grief, the wounding from the shadow in your ego bodies. And feel the specific concentration of energy on your third eye, your heart, and your perineum. Especially your third eye. Feel the centuries of Sud, wars, deception, darkness to be illuminated, to be dissolved, to allow the light in. To help you to connect. And I bring forward the candle. A ring of fire for each of your stargates to burn. If you don't have a candle, just look into your screen. I have a candle right there. And place your burdens, your wounds, any attachments, any pains from your third eye into the fire. Releasing and dissolving the illusion. As this eclipse is a fire sign, feel the burn. And as you begin to ignite the triple flame of the mother, maiden, and crone. Mother Mary steps forward, holding the space with the Palladians, allowing you to release the grief unending, the pain of the visions of what you've seen, experienced with your ancestors, past, present, and future, parallel universes. Releasing it to be transmuted into pure, positive, divine, luminescent energy to be refreshed. We also invite the Arcturian emissaries of light, asking them to anchor in and around and through the diamond cylinder of light, releasing any old wounds, pains, energies, rising up like a vacuum, releasing old distortions, old grief, old woundings from lifetimes past, from the lifetimes where you were persecuted for being a witch, a healer, for being whatever race you were in a past life. And release the wounding. Gently and gradually. Feel the energy shifting. Awakening you. Bringing forward the beauty. And although we can't see the moon at this moment, know that her energy is coming down, and allow yourself to bathe in the radiance of her luminosity. Or later on today, tonight, you can go out and just allow yourself to soak in her glorious energy. And let the fire burn in your third eye. Allow it to continue to burn as we continue. Moving into your heart, the stargate of your heart. As Mary Magdalene steps forward to awaken you, the remembering of the rose, the priestesses of the rose, the connection through Venus, the awakening of the divine feminine Christ, the lineage of healing, your sacred embodiment, sacred sexuality, and all your sacred gifts. Allow yourself to allow the energy to burn as you visualize the second flame, a plume within your heart. Allow yourself to give yourself the forgiveness, the deep-seated woundings, the healing. Feel as the liquid crystal from above you fills every crevice and crack within your heart, healing and transmuting you, releasing any transgressions you may have against you or from you or for you. Deep breath in. And bring your focus to your perineum and your womb space. Allow yourself to awaken the flame. As a beautiful white dove comes forward. Flying out of your womb space. Activating and clearing. Clearing your connection to your power, your co-creation with the universe. And reconnecting and reawakening you with your divinity and the Holy Sophia Christ. Deep breath in. As you feel this pillar of light now, with a planetary, cosmic ascension, pillar of light, we begin by fully anchoring and activating the planetary and the cosmic rays. Feel yourself continuing to lie on this alabaster table. As we call forth the Ascended Master Almore, who's the Chohan of the first ray. See him come forward to help you fully anchor and activate this ray, which aligns you with the will of God and is the color red. See the luminescent energy as you bathe in its frequencies and its beautiful energy. Feel it flowing through your aura, body, and hologram, working its magic around you. Deep breath in. As we now call forth Master Kathumi and DJ Walcool to fully anchor and activate the second ray of love wisdom, which is a beautiful color of blue. Feel it as it filters through your aura, body, and hologram, washing each chakra, healing and connecting you. We now ask for the Master Cypress Bay, the Chohan of the third ray, to fully come forward and anchor and activate the active intelligence of the third ray. Its color is orange. Feel it as it washes over you. Heals and connects you. Awakening that divine mind, bringing forward that next level of intelligence. We now call for the Master Paul the Venetian, who's the Chohan of the fourth ray, the planetary ray, fully anchoring and activating the ray of harmony. Deep breath in. Feel the beautiful emerald green energy flowing through and around your aura, body, and hologram. Feel it washing through each chakra, releasing the lessons from the planetary level, preparing your body for the cosmic rays. Deep breath in. As we call forth Sananda, who's the higher self of Jesus, who's the Chohan of the sixth ray, to fully anchor and activate the ray, the sixth ray of devotion, which is indigo in color. Feel you bathing in this essence now. Feeling the beauty, the clarity, the energy. Allow for deep clearing. As you let this indigo color work its magic as it seeps in to every cell, molecule, and tissue. And we now call forth Saint Germain, who's the Chohan of the seventh ray. This is a full anchoring and activation of the ceremonial order of magic, which is violet in color. Breathe in this violet transmuting flame. Deep breath in. Feel the energy spiraling through your aura, body, and hologram. As we move forward and into the cosmic rays, you will find that there is a greater space of silence between the invocations, as that is when you are receiving the transmission. And breathing in again, we now invoke the 7 ray masters. All 7 of the masters that we called forth, the Chohans, to clear any and all of the lower, any of the negative attributes from the first 7 rays. And feel it like a vacuum as it sucks it all up, releases it, sending it up into the heavens to be transmuted. replacing them with the higher, crystalline, luminescent frequencies of the Christ, Buddha, Christed Sophia, archetypes and imprints. Feel as this vacuum sucks everything up, releasing the energy, transmuting it, letting it go. And we now call forth Master Lady Nada, who's the higher self of Mary Magdalene, to step forward, to fully anchor and activate the 8th ray, which is a higher cleansing and a seafoam green color. Try not to get mental about what the higher cleansing is, and just allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to breathe in, healing the energy frequency. Feel it all being magnetized and pulled out of you. As we now call forth the Virgin Mary to fully anchor and activate the 9th ray of joy and attracting your light body, which is a blue-green color. See the blue-green color as it intertwines, washing through all your cells, molecules, tissues, energy, through your aura, body, and hologram. Healing, awakening, and aligning. Allow yourself the space, the gratitude, the connection. Breathing in all the energies. We ask Alagobi, who oversees the 10th ray, which has to do with fully anchoring your light body, to bring forward the beautiful pearlescent color of this magical ray. Feel it as it washes through and around your aura, body, and hologram, through all the different layers of your light body, your emotional, mental, spiritual, sexual, God, goddess, self, healing and aligning you, balancing you. Feel your whole light body begin to come alive, feeling the tingly sensations. And breathe it all the way down to the base of your spine. We now call forth Kuan Yin. It's also known as the Bodhisattva of compassion. Feel her step forward as she fully anchors, activating the 11th ray, which bridges the new age, serving to align you to the new earth, and is a pink and orange color ray. Deep breath in as you feel this beautiful, compassionate energy, making you be more at peace with yourself, connecting deeper to your gifts, to your abilities. Bridging the higher planes with the earth planes, aligning so that we bring heaven here, heaven on earth. And begin to allow yourself to bathe in all the positive energies, the beauty and the radiance of the 12th ray, overlighted by Pallius Athena. Embodying the full new age with the Christ consciousness, the left and the right side consciousness. And feel this golden ray as it flows through and around your aura, body, and hologram. Preparing your body for deeper embodiment, for spiritual growth and transformation. Some of you may begin to feel the pain dissolving from your body. A lot of wounding releasing from around the knees, which is the fear of the future, fear of the unknown. And deep breath in as we're going to now start to call forth the cosmic rays. We now call forth Lord Buddha. And we ask him to fully anchor and activate the shambolic ray of pure white light. Feel the energy pulsating through your skin, the tissues, the fibers, the energy, soaking through. As Shambhala is the home of the Ascended Masters, helping you to remember that you are also an Ascended Master, reawakening your Ascended Master gifts. Deep breath in. In order to anchor the cosmic energies, you must go through the planetary. And many times we skip that process. Now begin to feel this copper gold energy begin to flowing down from the cosmic realms. As we call forth the twin flames of Helios and Vesta, the solar logios, to fully anchor and activate the cosmic solar ray from the solar core, but that's this solar core, the sun in this galaxy. And feel yourself absorbing this energy. About 10 years ago, this energy started to show up in everybody's aura. If you begin to sway back and forth or side to side, it means you're in the divine flow. It means your body is absorbing And taking in all the energies. We now call forth Malkor, who's a galactic Logio. He has made himself very known in this last couple of weeks, that this is a galactic awakening that is happening upon our planet right now. And we ask for him to anchor and activate the galactic ray, which is silver gold, the combination of silver and gold, which is the masculine and the feminine in color. And just allow yourself to just bathe in the exquisite energy, the high vibrational frequency, the new templates, the new activations. Breathe in. Deep breath in. Feel it going all the way down to the base of your spine, and exhale. The higher we go, the more expanded you will feel. And we now call forth Lord Melchizedek, our universal Logios, for the full anchoring and activation of the universal ray, which is one of the most purest and one of the most refined. Jeez. I guess some backfiring is going on some of your light bodies. Makes sense because it's a new frequency available on the earth. Let it absorb. It's releasing all the bullshit of the past. And let its golden radiation just move through you. I love when things like that happen. Feel every cell come alive. Feel yourself expanding. I feel so much releasing from the jawline right now and the shoulders, which is all the centuries and thousands of years of suppression, not being able to use your voice. Deep breath in. Send it all the way down into the center of the earth. As we now call forth Archangel Metatron, who's also a Lord of Light. And we ask him to fully anchor and activate the 10 lost cosmic rays of the Yod spectrum. The Yod is known as the finger of God, and it is platinum in color. Breathe in, bathe in these energies. Absorb them fully. Take 3 deep, clearing breaths to allow this platinum hues of this ray to fully anchor in. Inhale, hold, and exhale. Inhale, hold, Exhale. Stay empty. And take another last deep clearing breath. Inhaling through the nose. Holding. Exhaling. And we now call forth the multi-universal Logios. The name of this Logios is so expanded that just even saying the name blows you into another dimension. So at this time, we can only call them multi-universal Logio. We ask them to fully anchor and activate the core platinum ray. And just allow yourself to be like a sponge and soak up the core platinum ray. Feel yourself communing with the universe. As we now call forth the cosmic group consciousness that is the Mahatma energy that embodies all 352 levels of the Godhead, which is the Mother and the Father God united as one. And feel as this fully anchors and activates the Mahatma ray, which is a cosmic light ray that is white, but it is so white that it has a rainbow of color inside of it. And it's the essence of all the colors. And breathe it in to the essence of your divine self, the deepest part of yourself. And we now call in the Cosmic Council of 12. Some say they're like the Elohim. But they actually are, or they can be known as the 12 cosmic beings that surround the throne of grace to fully anchor and activate the 12 cosmic rays. And these rays are so refined. They're so translucent. And they're beyond color. Feel these translucent vibrations soak into your essence. Now, some of you may have a very hard time with these, so you may have to listen or revisit this activation again. Feel it as it soaks into the essence of your heart and your soul. Your soul is connected in the Holy of Holies, within the center of your heart. Just allow yourself to really bathe in the frequencies of these exquisite rays and energies. They are so transcendent that there are no words to describe them. And now we call forth the presence of the Godhead. And we request the anchoring and the activation of the clear light of the ray of God. Allow yourself to receive this transmission in silence. Feel yourself fully engaging into life. And feel as those beautiful priestesses bring the feathers of peacocks, and feathers, and just run it through your aura, helping you to anchor all these exquisite energies that you have just received, helping you to reconnect with your beautiful homoluminescent body. Deep breath in. And begin to feel yourself traveling back, being within your beautiful body, in this sacred cave, the sacred entrance into the halls of Isis. And continue to lie on this alabaster table, feeling all these cosmic energies filtering through your beautiful body temple, embodying you. And feel as Isis herself steps forward. And she ushers you to relax and feel comfortable within your body. And she guides you to connect with your heart center, which is a sacred portal, a teleporting capabilities. So as you take a deep clearing breath, bring yourself and your image into a tiny little mini me. And see yourself standing in your heart, the stargate, the telepathic connection. And see yourself walking through your inner temple into your ascension spiral. As you find yourself stepping through and finding yourself on a felucca, floating down the Nile and docking at a fragrant, lush temple of light along the Nile River. And as you pull up, you see the beautiful steep temple walls of Abydos. And imagine yourself walking through this paradise, overflowing with flowers, ponds, full of lush life. the vibrancy of life. And walk up the temple steps, feeling as if you're in a dream state of returning to the Temple of Abydos. And as you get to the top of the stairs, Osiris, the husband of Isis, is there to greet you. Take a few moments and connect with him. Feel your essence as it aligns with Osiris. And he leads you through the temple into a sacred chamber. And as you walk by the halls, you see the flower of life etched on the walls. You smell and you begin to smell the incense burning in the temple. Hear the chirping of the birds. And just bask in the vibrant energy of this temple. Feel your body coming alive as you walk on the stones, the beautiful sacred stone floor. And feel as all these beams of light shine through like they used to in the ancient times. Feel your homoluminescent body respond to the frequency and training to the energy of the temple. Awakening, aligning, and connecting to your inner temple. Expanding your vision. And begin to see this beam of light as it begins to flow up, coming across the floor, crossing over your feet, and begin to traveling up your beautiful homoluminescent body as this light flows all the way up, brilliantly illuminating the room and awakening the ceiling of the magical chamber that you have just stepped into. Feel this beam of light gently moving from the tips of your toes, through your legs, traveling up through every vertebrae, awakening your eternal nature. Awakening the vastness of who you are. Take a deep breath in. As it releases the backfiring of all the centuries and years of darkness. Connecting you to the light of all that there is within you. Immerse yourself in this beam of light. Feel it as it rises up through your legs, slowly connecting as it flows up your beautiful homoluminescent body. Activating, illuminating the vastness, the horizons that you are yet to discover, the landscape, the inner landscape of your inner temple that aligns to outside of you. Feel the pathways and the channels within your spinal column come alive. The energy centers opening up. Your chakras beginning to spin faster. And feel the energy rise, awakening each individual vertebrae, your spinal column, your cosmic rod, opening all the pathways within you, all the dimensions. And take a deep breath in. And now feel the base of your spine tingling all the way towards your throat. Feel the sensations, the energy, all the ancient art of activation, the remembrance, the energization as the ancient future brings you into the present now. Feel this light within you. Illuminate yourself, becoming lighter, more vibrant, more translucent. And allow that light to hit your throat now. Noticing this beam of source energy has illuminated your entire body from the tips of your toes all the way up towards your throat. Now feel it rising up your throat to your chin. Feel the warmth on your face, becoming brighter, more illuminated, more awakened, fully awakened. And feel the beam of light rest upon your lips, your nose. Gradually, gently, moving up towards your eyes as you enter fully into the light. All that you can see is light. All that you can feel is light. Light within you, light around you. As above, so below. As within, so without. Feel yourself being completely, fully submerged, bathing in these frequencies and energies of this light beam. Allowing this light beam to awaken you fully, engaging you in life, allowing you to step into this new earth, the great awakening. Now feel the light travel through your entire body, awakening you through the pathways to engage you more deeply within your life. Tap in to your eternal nature, to the vastness of who you are, to the expanded self, to the awakened, most brilliant luminescent self. Deep breath in. And now allow this beam to beam into your third eye and into your pineal gland. See the beam awaken. Flowing through you. Feel your pituitary and pineal gland awaken. Expand. Rising up. Releasing the fragrance of the nectar of your vastness that resides within the organ. Feel it overflowing, expanding your pineal gland. And set your intention now to remember the hologram of the flower of life. This symbol of unified space, being fully engaged. See, sense, or feel. Imagine the pattern of the flower of life surrounding and enveloping your pineal gland, becoming the flower of life. See the flower of life being infused with this beam of light, energizing, activating you into your wholeness, completely surrounding. Your pituitary gland. Feel as this beam of light infuses your pineal gland. Flash burning the flower of life. Awakening you to the galactic center with this powerful full moon eclipse in Sagittarius, ripping off the veil of illusion, the fear, the anxiety. See and feel, see, sense, or feel the flower of life fully absorbing the light from this beam and projecting the hologram around you now until you are standing within a large flower of life. Deep breath in. Feel the light igniting the flower of life around you. Feel the passion that it invokes and awakens within you. Feel the inspiration. That part of you that was disengaged from your life before. Release that pain and infuse the space around you, through your body, your aura, your hologram, with the energy of the flower of life. Allow this activation, this initiation, to engage the vastness of who you are, your eternal nature, into your life. Feel the beam of light completely filling this flower of life until it is fully engaged and lit in front of you, in back of you, above you, and behind you, below you. Feel the lines fill in the light as you notice the tingling sensations, the awakening of your body. Connect to the flower of life, ignited by the beam of light that now surrounds you. Feel the sensations of being in this unified field of light. Where one petal ends and another begins. Bask in the field, in the beauty of this flower of life. Absorb the energy from this beam of light. And then visualize the golden light now filling the hologram of this flower of life completely. Feel its outline fully wired, fully activated. Engage in your free will and ask that you are fully engaged in life. That from this moment on, this point, this defining moment in your life, you will be able to hold more life, more light, more passion, more inspiration, and really experience and express who you truly are through the lens of your life. Breathe in, inhale. Deep breath in as the flower of life hologram completely becomes infused with this beam of light. Breathe to stabilize this part of the process. Take 3 deep, clearing breaths. And as you take these deep, clearing breaths, set the intention to allow your focus to be fully within your pineal gland, to see the new earth, to see the new fields, and give your pineal gland the permission to activate the flower of life's eternal nectar within every cell of your body. Feel this message being communicated from your pineal gland to every cell in your body, to remembering the hologram of life, and feel every cell awakening to this remembering, overflowing from the beam of light, igniting your pineal gland, filling every cell of your body. Notice that every cell in your body comes alive, vibrating, full of passion, full of life, infused with the flower of life. And see that even the water in your body's cells reflect the pattern of the flower of life, absorbing its beams, the wholeness, the vibrancy, wiring you, engaging you, activating every single cell, every molecule, tissue, the space between the spaces, the water, all with the flower of life, reflecting you the wholeness, the hologram, and absorbing the golden light of your eternal nature, awakening within you. Feel the energy funneling through you, absorbing through your vastness, awakening and igniting the eternal nature to be expressed. And feel every single cell in your body in training to the flower of life. Deep breath in. Now begin to return your focus to the beam of light shining through the ceiling of this sacred chamber, filling the hologram of life that stands within you, filling your third eye with the hologram of the flower of life, completely filling up your entire body from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. And feel every single flower of life that is infused upon every cell, molecule, tissue, organ, water, glands, absorbing and filling and igniting the sacred life within you. Allowing yourself to continue to absorb and receive this full energetic transmission that is available to you at this time. bringing your awareness back with your eyes closed, feeling the sensation of being completely submerged in this light. See smaller flowers of life begin to overflow down through your head, your spinal column, your legs, traveling all the way down through your cranium, your sacrum, the center of your head, your tailbone. And feel as the cosmic Kundalini energy opens and prepares your spinal column to be able to hold more light and higher frequencies. As you allow this initiation to assist in your full sacred embodiment. As you awaken yourself, your third eye, connect with the Galactic Center, the essence of the astrological sign of Sagittarius. Allow the wisdom of the cosmos to be downloaded into your third eye, into your essence, awakening the scrolls that were thought to be lost in Alexandria, but actually exist on the etheric planes. Awakening parts of your Akashic records that are now ready to be engaged. Remembering those aspects of yourself that are ready to move forward. Calling forward the new frequencies of anchoring the great awakening that is happening on this planet right now. Allow yourself to become more comfortable with holding these higher frequencies of energy within your physical form. Try to do the cosmic and earth Kundalini activations on a daily basis, as it helps you to hold more light. And let the cerebral fluid, the cranial, that flows through from your sacrum, allow the little mini flowers of life to move up and down your spinal column, also known as your prana tube, your chi, all the heavenly names, the earthly names, and all the different incarnations that you have had on this planet. Every lifetime, every race, every galactic race. And just feel as the energy moves and flows, expanding your central column even more. Allowing all these flowers of life, these miniature flowers of life, to move up and down, widening, opening, expanding you. Giving you greater horizons to discover. As you circulate, synergistically flowing through your aura body, hologram, your temple of light, as heaven on earth. Your body has now moved into a higher frequency. As your earthly body moves to meet heaven, heaven is now bent down to greet your body through this beam of light. Feel the wisdom of Nut, who aligns heaven and earth, the goddess of the stars that aligns the heavenly realms with the physical body. And feel the gap between above, below, release. Feel yourself moving into a higher resonance. Feel the knowing. Feel yourself being fully engaged, occupying your entire full space, allowing your nature to be within your physical form. And just take a few moments to really allow the stabilization of this initiation, as Isis moves forward and places the Isis knot around you. A multidimensional knot that assists you with the fluctuations of energy that will be present over the coming days, weeks, and months. And as you feel yourself breathe more deeply, breathe the breath into your physical body. Feel yourself coming more and more into your beautiful, luminescent body. And as you breathe more and more deeply, feel yourself coming into a more unified resonance. As we ask the Palladians to step forward, the Syrians, and place a multidimensional sacred geometry healing integration chamber of light, and overlight it with the diamond integration of the Arcturians. And offering your gratitude to the Temple of Light, of Abydos, to Osiris, and to the beam of light, to the flower of life, and gratitude towards yourself for making this choice and choosing yourself today, choosing to show up in the world by embracing and activating yourself. And taking a deep clearing breath, you feel Osiris gently guiding you, helping you out of the temple, through the gardens, and back towards your boat. Your beautiful felucca that was floating on the Nile. And feel your consciousness, your energy, all returning slowly back to your aura, body, and hologram. And feel yourself sitting in your felucca, breathing in, experiencing the beautiful energy, the diamond geometries of Egypt. Bring your awareness back into your heart center. As you step back through that magical stargate. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, feel yourself coming into your full body, your full space, your full connection. And find yourself back on that beautiful alabaster table of light, surrounded by the beautiful high priestesses of Isis. And feel them as they help you back up onto your feet. And slowly begin to help you walk back up through the cave. Feeling your enlightened self, your energized power. And see yourself emerging out of the cave from behind the waterfall. And find a spot, a beautiful rock that is made of rose quartz. And see yourself sitting on it for a few minutes. As you take a deep clearing breath, inhaling through the nose. All the love you've not allowed yourself to receive in this last day. We ask for a downpouring of core love and light with the Buddha Christ Sophia attributes, replacing all that has been lifted by the grace of God and the cosmic and planetary hierarchies. Taking a deep, clearing breath. Inhale through the nose, all the love you've not allowed yourself to receive in this last week. Breathe it in. Feel it healing and sealing, activating and anchoring your sovereignty, balancing and aligning you in your powerful, sacred space. And send all these energies into the center of the earth, connecting you to the powers, the forces of nature. See it going to all the kingdoms, the elementals, to every sentient being on the planet. Straight through to the Mother, Father, God. And straight through to the Godhead. Letting them know that a human loves them. And feel the energy. As it's returned back to you from the Godhead with 7 diamond orbs of light. Placed into each of your 7 chakras. And feel yourself stepping back up onto your feet. Bowing to Isis, to all her high priestesses, your guides and your teachers. reclaiming your sovereign self, the sovereign priest, priestess. Knowing that you are now fully, completely connected to the grand central sun, to the center of the universe, the Galactic Center, aligning you with what is yours in this life, in this incarnation. Bring your focus back to your womb space for the ladies, your hara, the root chakra for the gentlemen. Release that tube of light that was placed there at the beginning and place a new tube of light down into the center of the earth, to this time, space continuum. And bringing yourself back into the ever-present infinite now. We ask your Mona to activate your Merkaba. Spin the inner Merkaba to the right, the outer Merkaba to the left, to help ground, solidify, and anchor all that has been called forth at this time. Deep breath in. And bringing yourself back into the ever-present infinite now. Begin to wiggle your fingers, your toes. Waking yourself back up. And bringing you into this present moment. So grab the water that was charged at the start of this. You don't have to drink it all right now. You can leave it and have sips over throughout the weekend. And we thank this water, this gift of life, this essence of the transmission that we have received today. We thank you, we love you, we honor you. And take a sip to your divine unfoldment. Wow. I don't even know what to say. If there's anything you wish to share, I think we should do it now because I'm speechless. So just unmute yourself and please go ahead.
That was a trip. And I know that I've been tapping into my creative self and drawing stuff. Yeah. And 3 of my pictures have come up where you brought me to the cave, which I've drew like a cave that was the face of a dragon going into the mouth.
Oh,
and
wow.
Side of the cliff were like, and I have the drawing to prove to you, but crystal skulls, quartz crystal skulls were on each side.
Wow.
And so going through and everything, when we were actually thanking Osiris, I immediately had a tear come down on the right-hand side, all the way underneath, like right to the back of my ear. And as we were doing this transformation, I've seen the ankh, and my whole body became the ankh, where when you're saying something about focusing on the throat, my head, almost like a halo, part of the ankh, and the arms were extended, and really feeling it in the heart. I don't know, just thank you. This was really awesome.
I had something completely different planned. This happens all the time. It gets really hard sometimes because I don't know what to write and how to say, you know what, just show up. It's going to be awesome. Don't know what the hell's going to happen, but it's going to be awesome. So thank you for that. I know some of you left because the energy was so powerful. It was just not. I remember the very first time I ever did that activation, I blew out the power in 2 blocks in every direction of my loft. So I think we did pretty good. Oh, your laptop shut off. Wow. Yeah, it was too much energy. And it was really interesting too, how many people were messaging saying they just couldn't get in. And so they figured that they had to do the replay. And I'm like, yeah, I guess so, because I didn't even know what the hell was happening today. So just incredible.
Thank you so much. This was amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you for everybody's presence too. And when we went into the cave and we had all the rays come in, I think it was the 13th one. Holy moly. Holy shit. I thought my third eye was just gonna blow. It was like such a pressure. And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting a fucking migraine. It's like, what is this?
That's what it felt like for 2 days.
And yeah, so it was just, yeah, it was awesome. Thank you.
I'm so happy. So you want to trace afterwards. So I'll post in the Facebook group, I'll post the outline of the Flower of Life so that you can download it and you can trace it. And yeah, did you like my makeshift, I pulled this thing up and the light, but it really looked like you guys were embracing it, which was amazing. My arms were killing me, but it was perfect. It was all worth it. So all I know, I'm not sure what they're gonna do. I don't even know if they're gonna do another one before the solstice or if it's gonna be on the solstice. I'm not sure. All I know is that we're doing one on the solstice, which is June 20th, which is a Saturday, which will probably be better for everybody's time zones as well. And we're gonna do it at 2:22 p.m. It's also, this one is gonna be a new moon no, that one's a solar eclipse. So it's a solar eclipse with the solstice. So it's gonna be very powerful. So I don't know what to tell you guys. There may be, it's confirmed.
New moon. New moon is always solar eclipse.
Okay, thank you. And it'll be a very, how do you say, we'll see what happens. We'll see what gets brought forward in the coming days. And take it easy this weekend if you can. Try to have a shower and let the water hit you right here, right on your third eye. If you can do that tonight as soon as possible, that will be amazing, because it'll really just help to further enhance. But even if it's not now, you'll find that it'll be much easier as you go through. But you may feel some heavy pressure, although most of you are probably feeling it less now than you were up until this point. So I'm sorry, I cut somebody off. I was not even sure who that was. I'm so sorry. Anybody else wish to share, or? It's okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for staying through. Yeah, the backfire, that was hysterical. I was, you guys can unmute yourselves. Go ahead. Oh, you have to ask to unmute? Hey, let me see how I can do this. Okay, try now. You can all unmute yourselves. You should be able to. So go ahead if you have anything you want to say. Oh, I don't know what I did. I'm sorry. Oh, there we go. I heard somebody.
Yeah. Thank you very much. That was really, really incredible. It was just so powerful. And I can't believe that the backfires happened exactly when they did.
Oh, yeah. Amazing. I was like, oh my God, is that a gun going off? I hope that's a
And then I heard a car going vroom, vroom.
Yeah. Now, how many lifetimes have we had backfiring? Like, holy cow. So, you guys can probably listen to this a couple times, but don't go too crazy with it. I know some people went nuts with the death rites and they're like, I don't know why I feel so. Like, stop doing it. So just, you know, if you listen to it one more time, it's cool, but don't go too overboard because these are very powerful transmissions. So just use your, you know what you're doing. So, so I thank you so much for you being here, all of you. And hopefully I'll be able to do the replay tonight. So I'll try and get it out to you within the hour. And Renata, thank you so much for getting up in the middle of the night and for joining us. And for everybody who will be joining us in the replay, I'm just so honored to have you all here and to be in this space and to be just connected with all of you. It's such a gift. Thank you so much. And I probably will not be doing too much in the group for a day or two. So I'm going to take a spiritual leave of absence from the group for a day or two. And mwah, 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 mwah. Good night, everybody, or good morning. Have a great night. Aloha.